Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're looking at what might just be the biggest leap forward for one of the world's most iconic toys since the minifigure itself. So this was just unveiled at CES 2026. It's the Lego Smart Brick. And yeah, on the outside it looks like a simple 2x4 brick. But what's inside is designed to bring your Lego creations to life in a way we have literally never seen before. Lego basically asked that exact question, and their answer is pretty wild. It's a tiny, self-contained computer absolutely packed with sensors that fits perfectly inside the classic brick we all know.
Okay, so let's really dive into this and see what makes this little plastic brick so revolutionary.
Now let's be super clear, this isn't just a gimmick with a flashing light, no way. This is a fully featured computer, and it's powered by a custom chip that's actually smaller than one of the studs on top. I mean, that's a serious engineering feat. And it's all designed to just seamlessly integrate into the Lego system you already have. Now, the brick doesn't work by itself. It's actually the heart of a whole ecosystem they're calling Smart Play. This includes the Smart Brick, sure, but also special tiles with these NFC smart tags inside them, and even new smart minifigs. It's this whole system-based approach that really sets it apart from other smart toys we've seen. And this little guy is just packed with technology. It's got an NFC reader, near-field communication, the same tech you use for tap-to-pay on your phone, and that's for detecting those special tags. It's also got a whole suite of sensors to understand motion, orientation, gestures, and it can even form a Bluetooth mesh network to communicate with other smart bricks. Plus, it's wirelessly rechargeable, and you can update the firmware with an app. They really thought of everything.
And I know what you might be thinking: privacy. Lego is being very, very clear about this. There is no camera, there is no AI, and while it does have a microphone, it doesn't record anything. It's really used as just another sensor, kind of like a virtual button. For example, you could build a Lego birthday cake, and the brick would detect you blowing on it to blow out the virtual candles. It's all about real-time input, not recording.
And this chart just brilliantly illustrates how different the Smart Brick is from previous tech toys, like, say, Lego Mario. Mario needed AAA batteries and a camera to scan barcodes. The Smart Brick, it's wirelessly charged, has internal sensors for movement, and uses those NFC tags. But the biggest difference, the real game changer, that Bluetooth mesh network. It means multiple bricks can actually be aware of each other's position and what they're doing. That's huge.
So that's the tech. Now let's see how all this stuff actually comes together to create a whole new way to play.
The whole experience is designed to be completely intuitive. You just build your model, you put a smart brick at its core, and that's it. As you play, the brick detects the NFC tags in other pieces or figures, and the whole thing just responds with lights and sounds. And if another model with a smart brick is nearby, they can actually interact. So once it's placed inside a model, the brick is what gives it its, digital life. A lightsaber you build can now hum and clash with authentic sounds. A starship's engine can roar to life as you fly it around. Or a blaster can light up and make those classic firing sounds. This tech allows for these incredibly dynamic scenarios that respond directly to how you're playing. So because the bricks can talk to each other, two ships can actually battle. Because they detect NFC tags, placing Emperor Palpatine on his throne can trigger the Imperial March. And because of the motion sensors, a car can know when it is flipped over and make a crashing sound. It's amazing. But you know what's really important? It's not just about pre-programmed effects for specific sets. The whole system is fundamentally built for creative experimentation, which, let's be honest, is the heart and soul of Lego. And this quote just captures that spirit perfectly. A Lego spokesperson shared that in early tests, kids found a smart tag that quacked like a duck, and they combined it with a helicopter set. The result? A duck helicopter, which they absolutely loved. It just shows how this tech can spark these new, totally unexpected kinds of imaginative play. So, how can you get your hands on this new technology? Let's take a look. The initial rollout is happening on March 1st, 2026, and it is starting with a bang. The entire first wave of sets will be from the Lego Star Wars universe. So here's a quick breakdown of the 3 launch sets. You can see how the price scales not just with the piece count, but also with how many smart components are included. That big $160 Throne Room set, for instance, comes with 2 smart bricks, so you can have that interactive play right out of the box between the 2 builds. And here's a look at that $100 X-Wing set.
Now, one thing that longtime LEGO fans might notice is that these models are a bit smaller than the typical minifig scale ships we're used to, and that seems to be a deliberate choice, probably to help factor in the cost of the smart brick tech and keep the sets affordable.
So this brings us to the big picture. Why is this such a major step for LEGO and really for the future of play?
What's really telling is how LEGO themselves are talking about this. They are calling it the most significant evolution of their entire play system since they introduced the iconic minifigure back in 1978. I mean, that is a massive statement. It signals this isn't just a new product. It's a fundamental shift in how one of the world's biggest toy companies sees the future. And this is definitely not a one-off experiment. The company has already confirmed Smart Play will expand to other lines. And while it's still just a rumor, the word on the street is that the highly anticipated LEGO Pokemon sets will be the next to feature this technology. Can you imagine that combination? It could define a whole new generation of interactive collectibles. This really does mark a new chapter for LEGO. It's a thoughtful way of blending physical and digital play without losing that creative magic of the brick. Today, it starts by making a lightsaber hum and an X-Wing roar, and it just leaves all of us to wonder what amazing creations will come to life next.